What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today I'm back with another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the top 5 free agency destinations for Kyle Lowry. Note that I'm only using teams that could possibly afford them in free agency. So if they got like 2 to 5 million possible in cap space, I'm not going to put them. Or if they don't have a bird rights, I'm not going to put them. I'm only using teams that could potentially afford them and what could be a really good fit for them. But if you enjoyed, make sure to drop a like, comment below any video that you want me to do. Subscribe to the channel. At 91 right now, trying to hit 100 soon, but now let's get started. So the first choice I got is a really big sleeper, but at number 5 I'm gonna have the Oklahoma City Thunder. Just imagine a lineup of Kyle Lowry playing next to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and being that very good veteran around their young core, Thunder could possibly sign him, have him live to be the first option, thrive, mentor all these young guys, and then he potentially gets flipped to play with a team that he really wants to, like how they did with CP3. They let CP3 choose where you want to go. They're going to do the same thing with Kyle Lowry because OKC is just an amazing franchise like that. And if Kyle Lowry produces for him, he'll get to go wherever he wants. He can easily get signed, help mentor Shai, help mentor Maladon, even Ty Jerome, help him develop as guards, and then get flipped over near the trade deadline to a team like Philly, get some assets for him, and let him have a really good time, knowing that he's with a good franchise that he really wants to be with. And I feel like Kyle Lowry would really like that, especially since Philly can't afford him. If they can't trade for him, they can't afford him in free agency, I feel like he would want to go to a team that he knows that would comfortably be able to flip him to the team he wants to go to. And I feel like he'd be willing to play with them, to try to teach him how to win, and they could potentially sneak, even if he stays on OKC, they could potentially sneak into being a play-in tournament. I don't see him being really a playoff team, but Kyle Lowry, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander backcourt with Lou Dort, Darius Bazley, and if they can still have Al Horford, probably him. That could be a really sneaky team if the development continues to go the way it's going. At number 4, I'm going to have the New York Knicks just because the Knicks are a big market team. You know they're out to get some big name free agents and potentially getting a veteran point guard like Kyle Lowry to replace Derrick Rose once he leaves. If they decide to leave, to be really nice. He could be a really good mentor to IQ. Whether IQ's a 6 man or not, I think he could potentially start at shooting guard next to him. I think a lineup of Kyle Lowry, Emmanuel Quickly, RJ Barrett, having Julius Randle, and then at center, you're going to have Nerlington Well and Mitchell Robinson, but again, you could have the cap space to sign a new center if you really need to. But I think Kyle Lowry would love to go to a big market team like New York, have a great place to stay, probably be loved by a lot of fans just for signing there, and have a lot of high hopes to potentially being even better. Being able to mentor IQ could be really good for his development. And if you re-sign Derrick Rose, a point guard rotation of Lowry and Rose would be way too scary. And that could potentially make the Knicks a future contender. Maybe not take them like super over the hump, but it could be a team to watch out for. At number 3, I'm going to have the Dallas Mavericks. Having a secondary ball handler for Luka could be really nice for Luka, getting some pressure off his hands, helping him develop even more as an off-ball player, and that could potentially be really scary. Lowry's also a decent defender, which could help Luka out a lot. Having this third star with Luka and KP, I feel like is all they need to really take over the hump. They still have some defensive issues to worry about. They still have some three-point consistency issues to worry about. But I think those are way more fixable than trying to find that third star, because the third star doesn't really come that easy. It has an asking price, and getting Kyle Lowry could be really nice. So Kyle Lowry could be a really good second or third option for the Mavs as a Lowry, Luka, THJ, or Josh Richardson, with Dorian Finney-Smith or Kleber, and in the center of Kristaps Porzingis could be a really good lineup to contend in the West. At number 2, though, I'm going to have the Miami Heat, because the Miami Heat, you know they got dogs that want to win, and I feel like Lowry will be that type of guy who will do all the little things to help that team win, taking charges, hustling, just encouraging his teammates on, pushing them to be to their limits. And I feel like that's what Jimmy Butler does a lot too, which can help them have really good chemistry. And I think a Lowry at point guard, you got Hero shooting guard, and then you got Butler. You find a power forward. That's the one thing I think you could find. But maybe you put Precious there at power forward, and then Bam at center. I feel like that could be a really scary lineup in the East, and potentially push them to come back and make the finals once again. Maybe you can find that finals run one last time for Lowry and Butler as Bam, Hero. They continue to develop as players, and that can make the Heat a really scary squad to watch out for. But number 1, I have the Toronto Raptors. I feel like Toronto Raptors is just the way to go. You're wondering why I doubt the Sixers. They just don't have the money to afford them. There's no way. Toronto Raptors has been his home ever since he got moved over there, and he's just loved it there. Him and DeRozan were balling, him and Kawhi were balling. Even now, he's having a really good time in Toronto, and I feel like he has a very high chance of becoming a Raptor for life, and I don't really see him leaving, continuing to play with Fred VanVleet, helping him develop as a guard, and maybe these up-and-coming young role players like Malachi Flynn, maybe he can continue to help develop them, and potentially help to become the future of the Toronto Raptors as he continues to stay with them, help mentor them, play his heart out until he finally decides to retire. I feel like that's the best option for Lowry. What do you guys think? If you enjoy, make sure to drop a like, comment below any videos you want me to do, or any more free agents you want me to do. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Peace out, guys.